Hello and welcome back to another video. So in this one we have a blocked urinal. It's at a site we've been to before, and we also have a blocked sewage drain which is also at a site we've been to before, and also there's a bit of a survey explaining why it's always blocking. I think I might have surveyed it before, but yeah, enjoy the video, and as always, if you could leave a like, that'd be brilliant. If you could leave a comment, I like replying back to them, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
Right, we're up on the 4th floor, and apparently the left-hand urinal's blocked. So let's get some water in our bucket, and we're going to pour that down there first to see if they're right. And as expected, the left-hand urinal is holding water. So we'll get the trap off and see what's going on. As normal, these are waterless urinals, and these are the special sensors with some kind of gel in that's meant to break down all the calcium and stuff and stop them blocking and smelling, believe it or not. So I've got some screwdrivers that are gloves only urinal screwdrivers. So what I like to do with these kind of urinals is give them a bit of a plunge with the head of the screwdriver, because they fit quite nicely in the hole, and sometimes you can get that water to run away a bit, so you're not draining loads of water out into the bucket. As you can see, the levels now dropped right down, so I should be able to take the trap off without flooding the place. Now, knowing this site, I'm fairly confident that our blockage is going to be in the bottom of that bottle trap. And as you can probably tell, there's a lot of solids and hair and scale in the bottom of the bottle. The water I've got in this bucket is the hottest I could possibly get out of the tap, and hopefully that is going to soften all the lime scale. Fingers crossed. That'll make it a lot easier to scrape off. So I'm just going to get my long screwdriver, poke it in the hole and scrape out some of that sludgy urinal horrible stuff. This is part of having waterless urinals. This is what it goes like. It's an awful idea. But I know just behind this wall there's a 4-inch pipe, and this drops straight into it. So the 4-inch pipe should be clear. So hopefully once I've cleaned that trap out, put it all back together, everything should run away. Let's get on to everyone's favourite bit. Let's do some scraping. And hopefully the magic of the hot water is going to soften that scale nicely for us in a second. Ideally I'd use hotter water than this, but this is the best I could get out of the tap. The thing with doing urinals like this is when you first start doing it, it smells really bad. Now you tend to get people walk in and walk straight back out the door. They're coming in to use the toilets. Once you've been doing this as long as I've been doing it, it's perfectly normal to you and you can't smell it at all. No one ever believes me, but it's like sewage. I go to jobs for bad smells and can't see the problem half the time because you just get completely blind to it. Now this screwdriver is my best urinal screwdriver, and I was just thinking I've had this probably since I started out, so I dread to think how many urinals I've cleared with this screwdriver. Maybe let me know in the comments if you've got a tool that isn't anything special, but you've had it a long time and it is ideal for little jobs like this. Let me know. With that part of the trap done, let's see if we can do the same with the bottle. Obviously we've tipped out all the solids that are in it, but let's give this a scrape round as well. Let's get this trap back on and give everything a good test. Just in case you're wondering what happened to my arm, I've got 7 stitches in it and ended up having a tetanus jab and everything else from a accident I had doing a dig up. Don't ask. I was trying to get a video doing that job and yeah, it didn't end up happening, so sorry about that one, you're not going to see that dig up. You might be wondering what happens to the stuff that we break out the urinals. Well, that simply goes down the toilet. Once it's in the 4-inch pipe, it's gonna be gone. As I say, the flush water flushes straight through, so it doesn't cause no issues doing this. Let's get some fresh water in our bucket and we're going to give that urinal a test now. With that job done, not too far from here, we had a regular sewage blockage. So let's go take a look at that one. And we have some jetting to do. And also we're going to run a camera through the pipe to check it's all clear. Does anyone remember this site? I'm sure we've been here before. This is the manhole we're going to be jetting from, and it's a sewage drain that takes all the toilets and everything in the building, so we're going to jet back up a branch and hopefully get it clear. And yeah, like I said, I'll show you what's going on further up the line with the camera. I suppose I better put a pair of boots on first. There's actually a bit of a story about this manhole. So I lifted this one day, the triangle piece spun around on the key and went straight through the channel at the bottom. So that channel you can see running straight through. I actually installed that because, yeah, I put a nice big hole in the bottom of it. That before I did YouTube. To jet this one, I'm going to use the 6-back forward facer, and I'm going to go about 2000 psi as always. What we're going to do is let this jet crawl nice and slowly up through the pipe, and then we'll drag it back slowly towards the manhole, and hopefully that's going to drag all that sewage back towards us. The only problem with this site is there's no one here, so I can't actually go in and test anything, but we can see all this sewage coming back towards us, so that's got to be a good thing. When the jet stopped, that was it going into an internal buried manhole. So we're going to drag the jet back towards us, and I might do another pass on it as well. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how clean the water comes back. The knuckle on this pipe is exactly 3 meters away from the jet, but I'm going to send it back up because there's still a lot of sewage coming back. So we'll see if we can do another pass on it and try and drag out a bit more. I've just increased the pressure up to 3000 as well. Let's get this jet out and see what this drain looks like. Right, I've got the camera out the van, so let's get the camera head in the pipe and we can push it down the drain and I'll show you what's going on. Like I said, I've probably filmed this before, but we'll do it again. So, straight away, we have a patch liner. Now, there's lots of patch liners in here covering up various defects. There's a section of water here. This pipe's dead flat. There's next to no fall on it. It's had pretty much every joint repaired with a patch liner, cracks, the whole lot. Problem being, it runs under a building, so without relaying the whole pipe, I don't really know what you can do with it. But yeah, basically they call us in when it blocks. It doesn't block half as much as it used to. When they first moved into the building, we were near enough doing this every other week. Now it's probably once every 3 months. So it's better than it was, but there's still clearly issues here. At this point there's a branch coming in the top. Now I've never actually found out what that branch is for. There's then another little bit that holds a slight bit of water, and then we carry on over a nasty step and into some more water. And then as we carry down, we go through another patch liner and into a manhole. Now, as we come into this manhole, on the left hand side there is a branch coming in. Now, I think that's still full of sewage, potentially. Problem is, this manhole's buried, and there's no one on site. So all I can really do is put it back to our contact, and basically say if they have any issues, call us back, and then we'll deal with this. Now, since I've done this job, it's been about 4 days, and I've not heard anything back from them, so I'm assuming it's all nice and clear. But without getting in the building and being able to flush toilets and all that kind of stuff, there's not really much I can do with it. It's one of those annoying ones. I've got no access to this chamber, even if I'm in the building. But I'm just going to hope there's no blockages in it. Like I said, if we can't go in and test it, what can you do? Right, I'm going to get the cover back down nice and carefully because I don't want to have to replace that channel again. So once again, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be brilliant. I like replying back to them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and make sure you check out the next video. Videos come out Monday and Thursdays, and then I chuck some shorts in between. If you want to as well, you can also become a channel member. You can see 3 videos up front before I actually release them to everyone. There's also a couple of like behind the scene things, little bits I'm doing, and general stuff like that. But you don't have to. But yep, as always, thanks for watching. I was waiting for another job just after this one, and I thought I'd just put in a bit of bonus footage because I was parked next to the airport.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.